Welcome, yogis, to today's practice. Our focus today is our spine and an opening up into the front of the body relating to how we show ourselves into this world, the image that we hold up of ourselves, and how we relate to our environment. So we'll be doing a lot of back bending and a lot of twisting in today's practice. We're going to start with a couple of kryas to open up a little bit into the spine. So come to a seated position, easiest position to sit onto your knees. If you find that there's discomfort in your knees, use a block and bring a block in between your feet to come and sit onto the block, removing a little bit of pressure off the knees. Our first practice today is we're going to bring the tips of the fingers onto the tips of the shoulders, keeping the elbows out, just like this, and we're going to find some twisting into the spine. On the inhalation, we move over to the left, and on the exhale, we move over to the right. So the inhale is to the left, and the exhale is over to the right, and then we're going to go a little bit faster, and we're going to bring the focus onto the breath. Keep on going. Feel that movement in the spine, in the space between the shoulder blades, and allow the rib cage to open up. Keeping your elbows up, so that they're in line with each other. And then slowly release. Releasing your hands onto your lap, have the palms facing up for a little bit more of a receiving energy. Take a moment, feel free to close your eyes. And see if you can bring the gaze of your eyes towards your third eye, the space in between the eyebrows. Taking a moment here. Noticing the sensations in the shoulders, the chest, the heart space. And then bringing your hands to face down, opening up in your eyes. The hands are resting just onto the thigh. We're going to lift now into the shoulders, really bring the tips of the shoulders towards the ears. And then we're falling, letting the shoulders fall down towards the earth. So on the inhale, lifting it up. And exhale down. We're finding the same breath as we had before. Finding a pace in the breath that is just good for you, that is right for you. You can go faster or you can go slower. And really feeling that elevation and depression of the shoulder. Staying with it. Keep on lifting the shoulders as much as you can and then dropping them down as fast as you can. And then the next time when you're down, keep them there. Keep your palms facing down, close your eyes, bring your gaze back to your third eye. We're releasing energy here in both the throat chakra and our heart chakra. Sometimes the energy that gets released, you can feel just through heat. So if you feel warmth and heat there, just allow it to flow through your body. Allow it to move from your throat and your heart space outwards and upwards. Becoming aware of the sensation just in the shoulders. Become aware of how you feel. And then becoming aware that you can let go of any attachment. So whatever it is that you feel, just realize that that's exactly what you need to feel. You don't need to change anything. And then our last kriya for today, before we start with our flow, is we interlace the fingers, finding our Kali Mudra. The Kali Mudra is where we have all the fingers interlaced, but the index finger and thumb are up and pointing out. So this kriya is really about removal of obstacles. So on the inhalation, we're reaching the arms all the way up overhead, keeping the arms straight. On the exhalation is like we're chopping through something. We're just pushing the hands all the way down. So on the inhalation, up. Exhale down. Finding the right pace for you. So you can go fast or you can go slow. Just notice kind of what is right for you. Inhale up, exhale down. Keep on moving. Keep on going, keeping your arms nice and straight and feeling that opening into the chest as you press your arms back. And then feel how you're really chopping your arms down, removing the obstacles, letting go of anything that you're holding on to that you can let go of. Staying with it, keep on going, removing all those obstacles. To your Kali Mudra in your hands, Kali, the goddess of removal of destruction, removal of all the obstacles in order for change, for transformation to take place. And the last one. Releasing your hands down. Palms are facing up this time again. Taking a moment, closing your eyes. Checking in. Becoming aware of the sensation in the shoulders, the upper arms. Feel that you can let go of attachment. Letting go of any desire to change anything. Trying to feel that you can just be with the sensations, maybe the emotions, maybe the thoughts that are there. And then letting your head hang down. Finding some gentle movement in the neck. Removing any tension, any discomfort that you might have built up in your neck space. And bringing your hands down at the front of the mat. Stepping it back into your tabletop position. On your inhalation, dropping your belly and lifting your chest up. And on the exhalation, pushing it back into your child's pose. Finding some movement in the spine on the inhalation, rounding your spine up. Then dropping your belly, lift your chest. On the exhalation, push it back. Child's pose. One more time. Inhale, round your spine up. Drop your belly, lift your chest. Exhale, child's pose. On the inhalation, round your spine all the way up. Drop your belly, lift your chest, tuck your toes. Exhale, keep that shape as you press it back into your downward facing dog pose. Now here in this pose, remove any tension or tightness in the back of the knees from sitting on the knees. Pedaling maybe through the heels. And then on your next inhalation, reaching your right leg higher behind you. On the exhalation, bend your leg and open up into your hip, creating space onto the right side of the body. Taking a deep breath in on the exhalation, stepping your foot forward and through in between your hands. And once you're there, bring your back knee down onto the ground. Your inhalation reaches your right hand high up. Keep on releasing your left hip down. Take a deep breath in. Exhale here fully. On the inhalation, finding a twisted lunge. So we're bringing the right hand to the thigh and the left hand goes up overhead. Still try to find as much of a twist as possible. Taking a deep breath in. Exhaling here fully. On your inhalation, coming all the way up. Finding your Kali Mudra in your hands, interlacing your fingers. And then feel how you can press your chest away from your knees as your hips move forward in the direction of your heel. Taking a deep breath in here on the exhalation, just releasing your hands, interlacing your hands now in Kali Mudra behind you. And draw a line with your finger towards the back of your knee. Take a deep breath in. On the exhalation, releasing your hands. Straightening here into your right leg into half splits just for a moment. Just to find release and softness in the lower back. Bring your left hand firmly down onto the ground. On the inhalation, bringing your right hand high up. Turning your left foot over to the left side. Stepping your right foot back and finding here a supported side plank. If you prefer, you can also find a full side plank. Opening up here into the right side of the body. Keep on pushing your hips up towards the ceiling. And on the exhalation, bring your hands down, finding yourself in your tabletop position. Your inhalation drops your belly, lifts your chest. The exhalation is a child's pose. The inhalation rolls you up and drops your belly, lifts your chest. Tuck your toes. Exhale. Downward facing dog pose. Changing sides. So on the inhalation, lifting your left leg up and then open it all the way up, keeping your leg bent and reaching your foot over towards the right side of the room, creating all that space into the left front side of your body. Take a deep breath in here. On the exhalation, stepping your foot all the way forward and through in between your hands, bring your back knee down onto the ground. Feeling here for a moment into the front right of your hips. Bring your right hand down, your inhalation reaches it up into your twist. Feeling here how the shoulders can travel on top of each other. Taking a deep breath in. Exhaling fully. On the inhalation, slowly coming up. Your right hand reaches up, your left hand goes to your right thigh. Keep on twisting here as you open up into your twisted low lunge. Keep on sinking the hips down in the direction of the left heel and keep on reaching your chest up in the direction of the sky. Taking a deep breath in here. On the exhalation, slowly releasing your left hand, finding your Kali Mudra overhead, reaching up through the index finger and then pressing your chest away from your knee, opening up here as much as you can into the front right side of your hips. Take a deep breath in here on the exhalation, releasing your hands. Now in Kali Mudra behind you, the index finger is traveling to the back of the knee. Keep on opening up here into your chest, into your belly area, and especially into the front right knee. Take a deep breath in. On the exhalation, slowly release. Bring your hands on either side of your left foot and straighten your left leg out into your half splits just for some release. So you don't have to move very deep here into the pose. Planting your right hand firmly down, turning your right foot out to the side, lifting your left hand up and stepping it back here into either a supported side plank or into a full side plank. Connecting here to the left side of your body, just noticing what is there. Taking a deep breath in. On the exhalation, we're landing this time into our high plank. Take a deep breath in here. On the exhalation, lower down, chaturanga. On the inhalation, roll it up dog or cobra. On the exhalation, roll it back, downward facing dog pose. Pedaling here through your heels. Taking a moment. On your next inhalation, reach your right leg high up. Bend your leg and open it up. Take a deep breath in here. On the exhalation, landing your foot behind your left knee and open it up into your wild thing. Stretching here into the front of the body. The gaze can go towards your right hand. Taking a deep breath in. On the exhalation, landing your hand and stepping your foot all the way forward and through. On the inhalation, it is a twisted lunge. So your left hand goes up and your right hand goes towards your back thigh. Now using your right hand to twist a little bit deeper. Pressing your left shoulder forward and your right shoulder back. Taking a deep breath in. On the exhalation, landing your left hand to the outside of your foot, or maybe you keep your arm bent. Keeping your right hand into your lower back. Finding a nice twisted extended angle pose. Exhaling here fully. On your inhalation, coming all the way up, Crescent Lunge. Interlacing your fingers, Kali Mudra. Take a deep breath in. On the exhalation, sit down a little bit deeper. On the inhale, come out a little bit. On the exhale, sit down a little bit deeper. On the inhale, lean forward. Charge up onto your right leg and then scoop it forward into a standing Urdhva on one leg. Take a deep breath in. On the exhalation, find your twist. Right hand, left knee, left hand behind you. The thumb of your left hand is pointing up towards the ceiling. We're staying in this twisted position as we slowly release our left knee, kicking our foot back, catching the inside of the foot, and from here we can open it up into our densest pose. Let go of any expectations. We're still warming up. Don't go deep. Keep on kicking your foot into your back hand. Take a deep breath in. On the exhalation, slowly release your leg, finding yourself in an Utkatasana, your high chair pose. So you can be in different positions in this pose. Today we're choosing to have a little bit of an arch into the back. Take a deep breath in. Interlacing your fingers overhead or drawing them into your chest as you slowly lower down into your toe squat. Sitting onto your heels, pressing your heels forward as much as you can. Taking a deep breath in here. On the exhalation, slowly lower your knees down to the ground. As much control as you can. That doesn't mean there is a lot of control. You're always welcome to bring your hands down onto the ground if that feels better for you. Exhaling here fully, finding our dancing camel. On the inhalation, come to sit onto your knees. Maybe move your knees and your feet a little bit away from each other. Reaching your arms high up. On your exhalation, twist it over to your right, so that your right hand can lean onto your right heel, and then open it up all the way into a half camel. Take a deep breath in. On the exhalation, swing yourself all the way around. Left hand, left heel. Exhale here fully. Inhale, swing it around. Right hand, right heel. Exhale, open up into the front of the body. Push your hips forward. Inhale, swing it around. Exhaling here. One more. Inhale to the right. Exhaling here. Inhale all the way around. Exhaling here. Inhale, coming back up to sitting. Hands in front of your chest or overhead. Take a deep breath in. Either choose to have your hands down here onto the ground or keep them in front of your chest as you come back up into your toe squat. Finding that control and balance by activating into your core. Take a deep breath in. On the exhalation, releasing yourself forward and down into your Uttanasana. Releasing down here, the crown of the head sinks down. This is not really about your forward bend. This is really about the release that you can get into your lower back. Your inhalation is a halfway lift, activating your core, stepping back here with your left leg. Bring your left knee down onto the ground. Your inhalation brings you into your low lunge, interlacing your hands into your Kali Mudra. Reaching as much as you can through the chest. Keep on leaning back through the trunk. just as much as feels is right for you. If this feels uncomfortable into the back of the neck, then chuck the chin forward, or you're also welcome to interlace your hands behind your head. Take a deep breath in here. On the exhalation, stay in this position, but just interlace your hands now behind you, drawing a line with your index fingers, so that you come into the back of the knee. Take a deep breath in. On the exhalation, slowly release, bringing your hands down, tucking your back toe. Your next inhalation kicks it out into your three-legged dog. Your exhale, bend your leg. Now either find here your wild thing, which is like a side plank, as we did really at the start, or maybe you want to find your flip dog, turning both your toes towards the back of the room and opening up there more into a back bend. Or if you have a full back bend, you're welcome to find your full back bend. Opening up here into the front of the body. Taking a deep breath in. On the exhalation, re-landing your hand. Your inhalation is a three-legged dog. Reach it up. Either staying here or finding your down dog or child's pose to rest. Or find your magpie swoop, scooping it forward. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. And from here, we're going to change sides. So coming back into your downward facing dog pose. Left side, inhale, reaches high up. Exhale, bend your leg and open up into your hip. Take a deep breath in here on the exhalation, landing your left foot behind your right knee and open it up into your wild thing. Lifting into your chest, opening up into your belly and your hips. Take a deep breath in. On the exhalation, landing your hands, stepping your left foot all the way forward in between your hands. Your inhalation is your twisted lunge. So the left hand stays behind onto your right thigh, and your right hand goes up overhead. Taking a deep breath in here, bringing your gaze as much back as you can. And on the exhalation, finding your twist. So your elbow can go onto the outside of the knee, or you can bring your hand down on the outside of the foot. Oh, we're keeping our arm behind us. Taking a deep breath in here. Exhaling fully. On the inhalation, coming all the way up. Crescent lunge pose. Finding your Kali Mudra in your hands. Take a deep breath in, lift up a little bit. On the exhale, sink down more. Inhale a little bit up. Exhale, sink down. Inhale, leaning forward, charging up your left leg as you come up to standing, drawing your right knee into your chest. Take a deep breath in here. The exhalation is your twist. The right thumb points up towards the ceiling. Maybe your gaze is forward, maybe your gaze is sideways or back. Take a deep breath in. Stay in this position as you release your back leg backwards, picking up onto your foot with your hand, trying to pick up onto the inside of the foot or ankle. And then begin to open it up, dancer's pose. Keep on kicking your foot into your hand, letting go of attachment to your balance, letting go of attachment on how deep you are in this pose. Taking a deep breath in. On the exhalation, slowly releasing, Utkatasana. High chair pose. Find a little bit of an arch today. Keep your chest lifted. Take a deep breath in, either keeping your hands up overhead or drawing them into your chest as you slowly lower down into your toe squat. Take a deep breath in here. On the exhalation, slowly lowering your knees down. Inhale, reaches up, finding your dancing camel. Exhale, over to the left, opening up into your chest. Inhale, swinging it around. Exhaling to the right. Inhale, swing it around. Exhaling to the left. Inhale, swing it around. Just feeling here into your body. Exhaling. Inhaling around. Exhaling. Inhale, swing it around. Last one. Exhaling. Inhale, sitting down. Intense toe pose. Either with your hands down onto the ground or still in front of your chest. See if with as much control as you can, which doesn't mean it's a lot. You can come back into your toe squat, taking a deep breath in here. On the exhalation, releasing your hands down and coming into your Uttanasana. Finding the stretch in the back of the legs. Your inhalation is a halfway lift. The exhalation steps your right leg all the way back, bringing your back knee down onto the ground here, sitting down into your hips. Your inhalation reaches you up, interlacing your fingers overhead in your Kali Mudra, or interlacing your hands behind your head, and then keep on opening up. We're opening up here not by bringing our trunk forward and our hips down, but we're opening up here by leaning back as much as you can, getting that full stretch into the front of the right hip, and then lifting your chest in the direction of the sky. Take a deep breath in here. On the exhalation, just releasing your hands, interlacing your fingers behind you and drawing that line to the back of the knee. Taking a deep breath in here. On the exhalation, slowly releasing your hands down, tucking your back toe, stepping it back into your three-legged dog. And from here you have those options. You can bend your leg and stay there. You can find your wild thing and stay there. You can flip your dog, turning your toes and stay there. Or you can find your full back bend and stay there. Opening up here into the front of the body. Whenever you're in a back bend, become aware of your thoughts. Become aware of the story you're telling yourself. And instead of telling yourself that you want to come out and that this is hard, start to tell yourself that this feels really good and that this is a wonderful pose. Inhaling here fully on the exhalation, flipping yourself back into your three-legged dog. So here you can come into your child's pose, into your down dog. You can stay in a three-legged dog for a moment longer, or you can magpie swoop yourself forward and find a vinyasa. And then once we are in a downward facing dog pose, taking a moment to pedal your heels. On your inhalation, roll yourself forward into your high plank. On the exhalation, lower all the way down to the ground. Taking a moment here. Resting your forehead onto your hands if you like, or onto your mat. Bring your hands underneath the tips of the shoulders. Try to just be onto the fingertips. On your inhalation, reaching up into a cobra. Keeping your hips down onto the ground. On the exhalation, sinking back down. And again, inhale, reaching up. Try to keep your hands light, but not weightless. On the exhalation, sinking back down. Coming only up as much as feels is right for you. Inhale, coming up. We're all different here in our body. So the most important thing about your yoga practice is to respect your body. We do this one more time. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, sinking down. Bring your right elbow down onto the ground, bending your left leg and picking up onto your left foot, finding here your half frog pose, Ardha Trikonasana. The foot goes to the outside of the hip, and as you can either have your hand like this, or maybe you can turn your fingers around, gripping them around your toes. Keep on releasing that foot down in the direction of the ground. If you want to add on, then you can come onto your right hand instead of onto your right elbow. We're trying to make sure that the chest is still lifted. Taking a deep breath in here. On the exhalation, release to change sides. So the left elbow goes down. We're picking up onto our right foot. Pushing the heel down, maybe turn your hand around so that your fingers go over your toes. And then keep on pushing your heel down in the direction of the ground, just on the outside of your hip. And if you'd like to, you can add on, but you don't have to by coming onto your left hand. A strong opening here into the front of your right hip, so that's one of the areas that we're working on. And you also feel this stretch into the front of your belly. Taking a deep breath in here. On the exhalation, slowly release. Bring yourself down, bending your legs, wind wiping your knees for a moment. And then picking up onto your feet. Either the hands on the insides or outsides of the ankles, either the toes together or apart. Finding our Dhanurasana, we just find this in a dynamic way. So on the inhalation, kicking up. On the exhalation, releasing down. And again, on the inhale, kicking up. On the exhale, releasing down. One more time, inhale. Exhale. One more time, now on the inhalation, kicking up. Flex your feet so that your heels are pushing up towards the ceiling, and then keep on kicking into your hands a little bit more, a little bit stronger, lifting up through the chest. Take a deep breath in. And on the exhalation, slowly release it down. Again, releasing your hands, wind wiping your feet from side to side. And then releasing your legs down. Bring your hands next to your hips. On your inhalation, reaching high up into your upward facing dog pose, releasing your knees up off the ground, opening up a little bit more into your chest. On the exhalation, roll it back, downward facing dog pose. And then once you're here, pedal through your heels, release any tension into the lower back. Becoming aware of your thoughts, of the stories you're telling yourself. Letting go of attachment. Finding some stillness here now. Keep that opening into the chest, activating gently into your core as your belly button moves into your spine. On your inhalation, bring your gaze forward, looking between your thumbs or more towards the front of the mat. From here, we're going to see if we can jump all the way forward into a cross-legged position. Just giving it a go. It doesn't matter. And if it doesn't feel right, you just bring your knees down. So exhaling, activating into the core. On the inhalation, jumping yourself up, crossing your legs, and sliding forward and all the way through, coming to sitting. Taking a deep breath in here, reaching your arms up. On the exhalation, folding yourself forward and down. Finding that nice reach into the back. Crown of the head moves in the direction of your toes. Exhaling here fully. On the inhalation, just have a halfway lift. Now point through your toes. Keep your hands onto your legs, rounding into the spine. And you're slowly going to come all the way down to lay down. Trying on your way back to really become aware of that spot where you feel that you're going to lose it. And try to keep it there. Pressing your belly button down into your spine. Slowly, slowly releasing your spine. All the way down until only your shoulders are off the ground. And then once you're there, lift your legs up and find your Navasana, your boat pose. Bring your hands next to your hips. On the exhale, press them down. On the inhale, bring them up. Release your hands down, release your feet down, sorry. Bring your hands all the way up overhead and find that beautiful release here. Best part of our Navasana pose when we can come out and when we can really find that softness and that release in this pose. Taking a couple of deep breaths into your belly area. And then slowly release it down. Bring your hands next to your hips, your palms are facing up. Roll your feet out. Taking a moment here, especially on days where you're busy, where you have less time for your practice. It's always important to find some extra special time in your Shavasana. So feel here into your body. We've been working the spine and we've been working the front of the body. So become aware of both the spine and the front of the body and just feel what is there. Become aware of anything that you might be holding on to, anything you can let go of. And become aware of any desire to change anything. And see if also with that, see if you can let go of that desire. Coming to that deep realization that whatever is there, that's exactly what needs to be there. Understanding that we're on a path, on a journey. And that things will change on this journey. But you don't have to force anything. Allowing yourself time here to just be, to just rest. Taking all the time you need. Thank you for sharing your practice today. With love and gratitude. Namaste.